Hello everyone, happy Sunday, good to see you. Hey Lynn, good to see you, thanks for jumping on. It is 8 o'clock, it's just after 8. I was having technical difficulties. I think I've got myself up on my phone over here. We're gonna roll with it. I don't know, it seems like Facebook changed something, but I don't know, it could just be me, probably just me. I hope everyone has had an amazing Father's Day with all of their lovely husbands. All the men in your life have felt very special today. We've done a lot of fun things today. We went to the pool. I've got straight hair, which is kind of crazy. Hey Carol, good to see you. I'm good. Hope you are too. But I wanted to bring you a fun card class tonight. And say hello and get back in the groove of everything. Hey Debbie, great to see you. I have a card class for you tonight. It's going to be free to anyone who places a $60 order with me this week using the link that's in the description below. And I'm featuring the Sunrise Sailing Suite, which is amazing, so pretty. But I'm also integrating a couple of other products, okay? So, I will show you what those are as we go along. So let me go ahead and just point you down. When you're joining, say hello. If you're catching me on the replay, let me know that. I would love to say hello to you. And also, help me spread my channel. I really want to grow my YouTube channel, so I appreciate you sharing me to your friends and your family. Okay, so let's go with this. Let's see here. Here we are. We have the Sunrise Sailing Suite, which has the hybrid embossing folder, which is absolutely stunning, amazing. You've got these incredible dies, and you've also got this great stamp set. This is great for retirement. This is great for graduations, really all around just masculine cards. You can do best wishes, you're destined for great things, ahoy, which is fun. You deserve the best. So, and all the different waters and things to go in that. So let me just show you a few cards here on how to use this amazing suite. I'm also going to use the Soft Waves 3D embossing folder, I think on one of the ones. I've made several cards, okay? I'm just going to be honest. This is an incredible suite, but I only chose a couple and then wanted to feature a couple other bundles as well. Don't forget the bundle, the suite, what is it called? The Suite Sale. And it is pretty sweet as well. All of the suites that are in the annual catalog and the online exclusives is buy one, get one half off. It's going to be half off on the lower one. If you get any of the items within the suite, like the designer paper, the gems, or the ribbons, make sure you're pairing those on orders. Ribbon goes with ribbon. Designer paper goes with designer paper. Suites go with suites, because if you order a suite and a designer paper, your designer paper is going to be $6.25. You will be very upset, rather than saving like 38 or 40 bucks, right? So if you have any questions about that, let me know. I can help you. That goes to the end of the month of June. And I have definitely been able to capitalize on that sale, as well as get my Stampin' Up! Demonstrator discount, which is always nice. Okay, so here's what we have. I have a bunch of stuff. I'm going to move it over here. That way I don't accidentally do something I'm not supposed to do. We're going to be using these amazing muted dots. These are actually with the Boho Vibes suite. So these are one of the items that's half off. So you can get two, get half off of one if you wanted. Buy in pairs, right? So the muted palette dots, we're going to use those. And we're also going to be using the Boho Vibes 6x6 designer paper. Again, it's also in that buy one, get one half off sale. Hey Debbie Pot, hey Nancy Dodge, how are you guys? This paper is so fun. I love the colors. I love the designs in here, and super fun. So we're going to use some of that also, okay? Try to keep it in the little packaging. Do you guys do that, or you put it in something else? I'm trying to be very dainty and keep it all together, which is great, right? Until it all doesn't work. All right, so let's go. Let me take this out of the plastic. Now, I also had a garage sale. We had a big garage sale in our neighborhood yesterday. Debbie Pot came out to see me. Thank you very much. I loved that. And we were chitty-chatting, and I had this class out, and she was like, let me see that. So this is one of the cards. This is actually using another brand new product, and that is called the Irresistible Designs, and it's 165305. But you have the little crosshatch. Can you see it right there? It's like the UV. We've had something similar to this in the little like rabbits and little characters. It was called Let It Rain, I think it was called. We've got flowers. You've got 2 sheets of that, and then you've got leaves. I don't even know if you can see that. But there's the leaves. Super pretty. There's the flowers. Can you see those? Really amazing paper. So you're going to get some of this in your card class this week. Okay? And what we're going to do is move all this stuff out of the way first and foremost. We are going to take our time and make these cards. You can come back, watch the replay, and do whatever you need to do. I did die cut a lot of these things just to make it a little bit faster. You're going to get a blending brush, the one that goes with your blues, right? And we are going to load up our sailboat there. We are also going to load up the boat part on the side. That's not a boat part. What is that thing called? Like where you actually sit. Who knows what that's called? I don't. So we're going to load that on the opposite side, and then we need one for our sentiment. How about I go ahead and just do this on the diagonal? Small, easy, love it. Okay, so I think we've got what we need. Oop, we need some of this, and we need some of this, and I think that's it. Okay, a couple more blocks. How was y'all's Father's Day for all the men in your life? Did everybody have a good weekend? Do hope so. I feel like this weekend has been so busy. There we go. Okay, so what are we going to do first? We are going to take the sentiment strip out of our Stitch Shapes, I think it's called. You are going to grab your brand new Secret Sea ink pad. If you don't have these yet, I can help you and get those to you. You just let me know. Let's see here. Here is our sentiment, best wishes. We're going to stamp that here. Give it some firm pressure. This is one of my favorite new ink colors. My favorite colors, really, not just in color. And the reason is because it goes with so much, right? I love it so very much. Okay, now I'm going to grab some scrap white, and I'm going to stamp my sailboat. Hey Christina, how are you? Great to see you. The Hall. Thank you, Debbie. The Hall. Of course it's the Hall. Who didn't know that? Jen Chow. Okay, it's all good. I'll take the brunt of it for everybody else. Okay, so you use Secret Sea on that, okay? And then what we're going to do is take the Hall right here, and we are going to use a brown. Use something that you already have. Let's do, I think espresso might be too dark. Let's use pecan pie, right? Because the Hall is like wood, usually, maybe. Supposed to be, maybe. We're going to stamp off. And we're going to stamp on here like so. If you want it darker, you can do it darker. I used, I think, early espresso the first time. I can go back over it and show you what it looks like. It kind of is dark. Well, you can see it there, right? It's really dark. I stamped off because it was really, really dark. So anyway, let me move this out. Hopefully you guys can see me a little bit better. So that was using pecan pie. Use a brown, whatever you have in your stash, right? So there's that. And then we are going to take our basic white inside. Oh, I didn't even show you how this cool card worked. Oh my gosh, how could I be so crazy? All right, so this card is amazing. It is a fun little slider card. So it slides like this. You slide it out and then you open it up like that. Isn't that cool? Now we're going to stamp our water way down here, so we've got more kind of to write. For those of you who love to write, I would not be one of those. And we're going to stamp off again. So let's just go ahead and get some stamp off paper here. Got mine off to the side underneath my chamois. Okay. So we're going to get this and we're going to do the flat side up, right? I think that's what we're supposed to do. Let's see, that's the way I'm doing it anyway. Or is it supposed to go like this? I think it's supposed to go like this. Let's do it again. I think I got ink on my face. Oh my Lord, heavenly day. I was huffing it and got a little too close. Let's do it over this side like that. There you go. Okay. So, like I said, I really do think this is quite an amazing stamp and bundle. I really love it. The hybrid folder is incredible. Okay, you're destined for great things. So again, really could be for a new job, could be for graduation, anything, right? So you don't have to put the paper on here. I just went ahead and added it in, on my original. But if you have it, you can do it. So we're going to use that. We are going to take a 2 3/8 out of the Secret Sky, or sorry, Secret Sea. Oh my Lord. This is 2 3/8, and then this one is out of the boho designer paper, and it's 2 inches. Okay, if you already have the 2 1/4, use that. Use the 2 1/4 for the designer paper. If you don't, mine, I'm still waiting on mine. So, you know, you can just improvise. That's what we all do, right? Use your stash. Use what you've got. All right. So what we're gonna do here? Let me pull up my directions in the background, because I don't want to screw that up on live TV. Okay, so I have this written out already, don't I? Let's see. I know I did. Sorry, let me pull it up. It's in my folder here. At least I thought it was. I know I had it. This is what happens, right? Like real live stuff when we are designing early and then you walk away, you do life and you come back and you're like, wait a minute, what did I do? All right, so let me pull this back up here so I don't have to improvise. Let's go here and well, I may not be able to pull it up. It's not. Yep. Nope. Not doing it. Okay. So it's okay. We are going to just try one other thing. Let's go back here. And if you're on the replay, you can just forward right past this part. All right. I am just keeping it real, y'all. I hope you can appreciate that. All right. Let's see here. We're going down to here. I've got it. I have to sign into a subscription where I do all of my tutorials. And so that is what I am doing. That happens. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Yay. All right. So this card is, like I said, it's a fun fold, right? Super fun, super amazing. But I want to make sure that I get it right on the instructions. So we are going to score it. Okay. We're going to score it 2 different places. And I think I can read this. Let's see. Yeah. This is like so crazy. I don't know what is going on. This is cray-cray. All right, so here's the first score. You're going to have, again, you've got this all written out. If you get this here from me. Okay, here we go. We're going to do this, do that, and then we're going to score it. And then you have to trim it down a little bit. Let's see here. So what we need to do is trim this down. And what you're actually doing is taking a 1/2 inch off. Let me put it on this side. You're actually taking the part off to allow that cool little mechanism to slide. You're going to do it off of the larger side, okay? So that it becomes like this. Can you see that? Let me bring you back up. So you're making a way for that to kind of slide through. It's super simple on how this works, so it's really fun. So you're just going to burnish your score marks really well. I can keep that from sliding. And then what you're going to do is take your basic white that we just stamped. Isn't that so fun on the inside? You're going to take that, glue it down, and, oops, don't drop it. Nerve-wracking. Bring it up here so I know y'all can see. Okay, so there we go. So it's going to be just like that, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this lovely, lovely little mechanism. Super cool, super, super simple. And you're going to take, I'm going to do 3. You're going to do 3 in a row, right to where it is lined up, one next to the other. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to touch. You can see exactly how I'm doing this, right? Figure out how you want your dots going or whatever. I'll do this one up vertical, right? And then we will die cut our cool little our sailboat. I'm going to stamp that. I think that is really cool. Let's do some real red. Okay. Just changing my design a little bit because I think it's pretty. You can actually take these little, I don't even know what they're called. Like the things that go on the sail, the fabric or something that goes on the sail. And you are going to stamp that down like so. Super cool. Voila! Just like that. And you have to make the sound too. Okay? Alright, so that was in real red. As y'all know, it will crawl up your elbow if you don't put it away. So definitely do that. Grab your mini boss, and we are going to cut this guy out, right? But of course this is too large, so I'm just going to fussy cut this to get it out. And then we can run him through. Super easy. The dies are incredible, so I'll show you how the hybrid works after a while. But you've got a big sailboat here, and you've got all these little sailboats, and then you've got two clouds, and you've got birds. So really awesome. So there's like small, medium, and a large sailboat. Okay. And so we're going to just old-fashioned cut this with a die. Okay. Let's get this lined up so it doesn't shift. Okay. Run him through. So classic, right? Looks so classic. This could be a Father's Day card. How amazing would that be? Okay, so there's that. Put my die back in here over in the case. All right, we're gonna keep on going. Now we're gonna take our secret C back out, and we're also gonna take our Stamp Off scrap paper, right? And I cut 2 of these pieces of this irresistible specialty paper. And here's my, is this my blend? No, it's the blue one. I used the blue one. So you're just going to ink this up. Start off your paper and just kind of go in a circular motion is how I typically do it. And that UV detail will just kind of pop out. It's really pretty. You guys like this? It's so fun. I love it. Let's see if I can see your comments. Well, hi Roz, how are you? Great that you could join us. Get this little guy as well. Okay. You can also buy this card class for $45, and you will have all the elements as well. And it's definitely worth it. It is an amazing class, but as always, I would rather you have the product in your hand rather than send me money. I don't want your money. I want you to have the product in your hands. This is why I do free card classes. Did y'all know that? I do the free card classes because Stampin' Up, all orders that run through my Stampin' Up website on Stampin' Up for the product, that allows me to give you these card classes for free. And then you can order whatever it is that you want. So to me, there's more joy in you choosing what you want. But some people like the easy button. I'm actually one of those. So I would buy the bundle that I'm featuring. I would get the card class for free and do it myself. So that's kind of my style. So that's why I pass that special on to y'all and give you the option. So, okay, so here we go. This is where we're at. I'm going to pop this guy up on dimensionals as well. Let's see, get this going the right way. Okay, there's 3 for that. And you want to line it up so it's kind of off to the side. It's easy to grab. But just to show you, so those dimensionals, oh shoot to it. I did it on the wrong side. Okay, do over. So what we're doing, what we're undoing, is remember how I told you that these dimensionals, I'm glad this happened. The dimensionals on the inside here need to be in a line. And I said these dots are going up and down. Well, you got to keep it the same way because let me just show you. They need to run through this. Glad for mistakes. So it needs to run through here on that piece that we cut out, okay? So you need to make sure that that is aligning properly. How I now have it is the right way. How I did have it was not, okay? So there's that. We can go ahead and add our sentiment. I'm going to add it flat. Now the thing to be careful of is when you add elements to the front of this card like it is, you want to make sure that it's going to slide out, right? So you're not blocking the actual sliding mechanism. Okay, that is important. So this is going to slide. That slides very, very nicely, kind of. Yes, it does. It's going to play nice. We also have some, we have a large cloud, just like that, it appears. Isn't that amazing? And then we've got some of these really cool birds. And they just dropped out of the sky, right like that. How simple. No, there's a die that actually cuts out 3 of them. And it's super simple. So this is out of Secret Sea. And I wanted my cloud to kind of lock in that sailboat there. So I'm going to place it there and kind of know where that's going. Put 3 dimensionals. And I can feel where that stops. So I'm going to go right up to that. And then we're going to use our favorite liquid glue. Not everybody's favorite, but it's my favorite. I'm just going to do a little dot of glue. There's one. Give it a minute. Hold it. Here's 2. Isn't this a cool card? It is so simple. That's the other thing. Like, wow, this is like really an easy card. Here's the second one. These are flat. Make sure I got the right side up. They're so little. Let's see. There's that. Okay. We're going to do that one down here also. Isn't that coming together so nicely? Love that card. And what else? What else do we need? We need some muted dots. Okay. Let me see if I can move my screen. There we go. All right, so muted dots. Here we go. So we're going to use the blue ones. There's one, like the big ones too. 2, and we're going to do third one up there. So that is card number 1. Isn't that fun? It slides out, it opens up. You're destined for great things, right? Okay, love that. So that would really kind of lock in there underneath. So, you guys like that card? Yay, nay, maybe? All right, let's keep going. I'm going to put this one back over here. And finding that niche. Anyway, it goes in, I promise. There's card number 1. We have card number 2. I love this card. Take it out of the plastic. Card number 2. Woohoo! Isn't that amazing? Open it up. You have some basic white in there. Isn't that fun? So how we're going to do this one is we are going to take some Misty Moonlight, some of our boho paper, some of our Secret Sea that's cut in half, and we are going to burnish Okay. Going to lay this down. Did I do that? No, I actually popped it up. So before we move any further, let's take this piece of Misty Moonlight and we are going to bring in our Big Boss. With the proper folder thing here. We're going to take this hybrid embossing folder. Look how cool that is. Isn't that amazing? Love it. Love it, love it. All right, so we're going to do it this way. So we want to, see, on my original, I had the boat kind of centered in the middle, right? And I think I might actually bring it back a little bit this way. Just to kind of give it some character. And like that. Okay? So let's put that in. I'll put the hinge in first, or the binding in your machine first. Okay, and then we take it out and we ooh and we ah. Isn't that amazing? Just love it so much. So that is our magical hybrid embossing folder. You can also put that die in here for the sailboat, and you can run it through if you want. It would die cut it. But for this card, I'm not going to do that. I am actually going to get my blending brush back out. The same Secret Sea. I'm going to catch some of those birds. Catch the sails here and highlight those with the coloring. You see that popping? We're going to also do it for the water. I don't know about you guys, but masculine cards are so hard for me. I don't know if it's because we don't have, I don't know, like, I'm not a tree girl. Like, I don't know, I'm just not a tree girl. And, like, a lot of the masculine cards are, like, the outdoorsy. Well, this one kind of is too, but I don't know. I think this one is, like, different. I just love this. So this is, like, easy for me to work with, which is always a great thing, right? So, okay, so here we go. We're going to get our regular, normal first card out there. Going to put this down as well. Going to glue this down. Anytime I do an embossing folder, I typically will use the glue and glue it flat rather than use dimensionals. Just kind of helps it get more contact. Okay, so there we go. And I love that already. Don't y'all? So fabulous. So we've got that. We've got our little piece here from the noted, what is it called? Textured Notes dies. And we are going to stamp congratulations on a long block here. Pick that up. Again, I'm using Secret Sea. How appropriate. Doing a sea scene, right? There we go, right in the middle. Okay, so fun. Okay, so we got that. And then what we're going to do is, let's see. Should we add something on the inside? Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Might as well, right? Why not? Let's use some of the same ink stamped off. I'm going to do this. Actually, let me do the other one. I'm just trying something new. So there's another water, which it kind of has more depth to it, I guess you could say. So we're going to use that one. We're going to do it like this. So we've got congratulations on the front. And we are going to do best wishes above that. You guys see my on camera? This thing keeps moving, I'm sorry. So we're going to do best wishes here. Okay. All right. So we've got that. Now we are going to just glue this down in the inside. Alrighty. Love that. And then we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. Okay. And I will say, even if you don't love the boho vibes because of the color scheme, or maybe you don't like the patterns, the B side is amazing. I love it. It's really pretty, and it goes with a lot of different things. So don't shy away from it because of that. I think you'll really be surprised. So here's the congratulations, right? Put this right down here. Give it a minute because you're gluing on top of the embossing folder, which kind of is a little rough, right? And then you cut your ribbon in half. This is Secret C also. And you are going to tie this ever so easily in a teeny tiny little bow. All right, and then we're going to snip it. Okay. All right, so we got that tiniest little bow. See, I don't know. Am I frozen? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I am. I'm going to keep going though. So here we go with our tiny little bow and a glue dot. And put that here. I'm going to go right over to that edge. Put that little congratulations there. Love it so much. And then I'm going to take my my little dots, my muted dots in the light blue. Put it here. There we go. Put it down there. Okay? So fun, right? And there's card number 2. So this one opens this way. The fun best wishes in the inside. This one opens this way. Congratulations. Okay, so that's card number 2. There's number 2, and then let's keep going. I have some other things to show you that I hope you like. If I don't do this, then guess what? I will be missing some stamps after I get done with the stamp set. If I don't put it away, I'm in trouble. Okay, so here's my sailboat, and here is my hull. 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 Okay. All right, so there we go. Such a fabulous bundle and suite. I love it. Hope you get it and enjoy it. All right, so there's that one. And I also have, let's see here, what else do I have? I have this. This just came out and I love it. So we're going to use the right words, and we're going to use this embossing folder, the Sunflower 3D. And we are going to make this beautiful card, very happy card, right? I know a good thing when I see it, and I see lots of good things in you. I must be in a very encouraging mood. But this uses our two-tone paper and Daffodil Delight. This is the bright side. I don't know. And here's the light side, dark and light. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to say. And so anyway, and then it's on the Darling Duckling. This is our new in color, one of them. So I just thought it'd be fun to do that. And I also have some Night of Navy, which I need to cut down. So I'm going to cut that at a quarter of a card front, or quarter of a sheet here, right? So we have that. It's going to go down just like this. And then we have this. You can use the lighter yellow side, or we could use the brighter. Now I did the brighter here. Can you see that? I'm going to trim this down 1/8 of an inch on each side. 1/8 and 1/8. There we are. Okay. And so we will take this. I'm going to run it through on the lighter side. But this embossing folder is incredible. I really like it. It's very, very detailed. Even what I could do is just take our Daffodil Delight. Let's see if I go on this side. I think it's the side that I want. Let's just try it. Let's see what happens. This is the background, actually, that it's going to be pretty. So I'm just smoothing that over the lid, right, where you have the Stampin' Up! Logo. And I'm going to do the light side up like that. And then I'm going to run it through my big boss over here. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, that's pretty. Super, super pretty. Totally different look than my original one, right? Just love how that changes everything. Okay? So now what we're going to do is you're going to take like a file of some sort, whatever you have, and we're just going to go over to kind of take off some of that color and let the white core shine through, which I love this for this. You can add more detail there. You have a sanding block or a nail file. Okay. Isn't that pretty? Do that to your liking, right? You can take color off to whatever you like. You can go heavy-handed or light-handed, whatever look you're going for, right? Whatever look you like. Okay, I think that's stunning. Absolutely amazing. Don't you guys like that? Wow. Okay, and then what I really loved was being able to use the navy and gold glitter ribbon. Thought that was really pretty. Now that is a retiring item. I think it's still available on Last Chance, so grab some while it's available. And we're going to use it on this card to tie it. Let's see, I don't need that much. Okay. It really sparkles. It's probably still too much as well. Got a lot of ribbon there. Okay. So literally just going to tie it in a bow off to the side. And I am going to make sure that that gold glitter is on the outside. And you can mess with it to get it the way you want it, which I definitely will need to do. And then tie it down. Okay, so pretty. All right, so the glitter does come off a little bit, but nobody cares when it's so pretty and they love it. Okay, so there we go, there's that, and then we are going to dimensional this down to the card front. And you can also put some double tear and tape, double-sided tape, to keep it from shifting. That works as well. Okay. And then layer it on your darling duckling, like so. Is that pretty? Alright, now I did have, here we go, I have my embossing stuff here as well. So make sure whenever you do heat embossing, you always want to do your embossing buddy to make sure that the powder does not stick where you don't want it to. And my things are really tight. Really tight. Alright. It's a good thing when it comes to embossing powder, right? So we're going to use, let's see here. Oh, I hate sympathy cards, but we all need them. Hoping the loss you feel right now will be eased with wonderful memories. Yes, I have a dear friend that needs this one. Let's see here, where's it at? Hoping, I can't read it backwards. This is it. Here we go. All right, there we go. Okay, and so we're taking our Versamark and we're going to go right in the middle. And then we're going to heat emboss. Do you guys like heat embossing? I think it's so cool. So I keep these in these little containers here and just literally dip them right in. Super simple. Dip it several times and it gets it nice and coated. Okay. Well, come on now. Oh, here it goes. I got it on wrong. There we go. Put that back. Okay. And then we're going to literally take our heat gun and we are going to do this. I heat on the underneath side and on the top. And I have this little if you have the Stampin' Up kit, I've had this for years. You have tweezers, use them for this very reason. You won't bring your fingers that way. Okay, there we go. So pretty, Cassie. You're gonna love it. All right, so here's this. It is so beautiful. Okay, so here is this one. We are going to take 4 dimensionals and literally just stick one on each corner. There you go. Well, if I can get it off, there we go. Not sure what that's about, but it's okay. We're rolling with the punches. And I love this. There's that. And we are going to embellish these beautiful darling duckling little dots. Do you love that card? This is a special one. And then I'm also going to put the basic white on the inside. Make sure it's the right way. Okay. And all right, there we go. So there's card number 3. I really love this, doing the embossing folder this way, because I just feel like it really makes that, especially on this two-tone, on the light side up, and then you go ahead and you file down, or whatever you call that, sand it down, you really get that dimension that pops. So that's card number 3. And then card number 4 is interesting. I was going to do another card, and at the last minute I decided I'm going to try something different. And that is, I am using a couple of new products. This is actually my bundle that I'm using in my card club next month in July. But I can't show you the cards yet. I have a sneak peek we're going to use this for. And this is just a beautiful, beautiful suite of products. Again, if you're a demonstrator, you can get this up to half off. No, this is not a suite. Yeah, this is a suite. This is a suite. So you can get this up to half off. I was looking for the paper here. And it is absolutely stunning. And let's see here. I'll show you the paper. There we go. This is my second pack of this. Okay, here we go. So here are the colors, first of all. Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock, and Timid Tiger. Okay, so look at that. Blackberry Bliss, isn't that pretty? Ooh la la. Who doesn't love that? So gorgeous. Mossy Meadow. Love that piece so very much. Love it. I love that one too. There's I mean, this whole pack is just so beautiful. So I'm really excited to share this with all my card club members, and they're in for a special, special treat. So super fun. If you want to sign up for that, you can by by June 30th, last day of the month. But we're going to use this in a different manner. We are actually, and I haven't actually finished the card. So we're also going to use the banner dies, party banner dies, which I think are incredible. So I've die cut and I've heat embossed. So I'll put this up here. I heat embossed white on white, okay? But this is what I'm creating. I hope y'all love it. I chose Petal Pink And ooh, that's really light in the camera. Oh, good, Cassie. I think I get to play with it for this week's live. That's awesome. So these are, I've already colored them with my alcohol blends. They're petal pink and what is this? Soft sea foam. And I went ahead and I have my, clear this out here. I have my card base as the petal pink. I'm going to do it on this side. And then I did my soft sea foam there. And it's going to be a very fun, easy card. But I wanted to really focus on the beauty of this stamp set because it is gorgeous. So what I thought is I would use the small rose, and I'm going to grab the petal pink ink pad. I meant to turn that. That kind of, it's all good. So just turn it as you're stamping it, right? So it doesn't look like it's like a wallpaper or something. It changes pattern. We'll kind of fancy it up here. Okay, that's good enough. So we've got that. And then we are going to glue the white one down flat like so. And you can, I mean, they're massive. I mean, they're huge. Again, I just use, let me show you them. So I use this one for the soft sea foam and this one for the basic white. And you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of these banners. Plus the little dots, plus the corners. So there's so many things that you could do with this. I just, you know, feel like sky's the limit. You can obviously make banners for parties and different events and things that you do, but also for your scrapbooking and your card making. So I, again, wanted to do something that was very elegant and light, and I'm looking for my gold ribbon because I think that would be pretty. And this is so elegant. I just love it. These light pastels. Here we go. And everybody that knows me knows I love the shimmer. So it definitely is speaking my language here on this card. And I love like how just these pastels come together. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's pretty. So trim that off, trim your tails, right? And then we're going to pop this up on dimensionals here. There we go. Fun but very easy card. It's elegant. This could even be a wedding card. Could be a baby shower card. So many ways to use this. Okay. So we've got that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our roses and we're going to pop those up off of the, actually let's just glue them down. Should we do it down there or down here? I think up here, yeah. Glue is almost out. We'll do it up like this. You want to make sure it doesn't go off of the page. It definitely holds that in place. And then here, I'm going to pop that one up. Love that. Okay. And then I'm going to sneak these right underneath just to kind of add some detail kind of coming off of the banner die. Right like that. Okay. So then the only other thing that we need is going to be a sentiment, right? And so I think there's happy birthday, thanks for being you. I love that one. Thanks for being you. Lots of many special people in my life. I could give that to today. I'm grateful for the people who make my life whole. My family, my friends, so many amazing people. Is that not gorgeous? Absolutely stunning. Join my card club. I'm telling you, this month is going to be amazing. So with that, let's see. I need to add some of the, bet you I can add some of the muted dots. Of course I can. Look how beautiful that matches. That is petal pink. There's that. There's this. And then another small one here. There we go. Thanks for being you. And there is my fourth card. So beautiful and so fun. This party banner dies are going to be absolutely incredible. So grab those. They actually come in a bundle if you want them in a bundle. I've got all these here that I get to color in. I cannot wait to do that because it's so pretty. But to go ahead and recap and show you what we made, cleaning off my space to show you. That is card number 4 down here. Card number 3 here, right, using different products. Card number 2 here. And card number 1 here. Which is your favorite? Sailing, what's that called? Sweet sailing? Sailing, sunset sailing or something. Sunrise sailing. This is the 3D embossing folder for the sunflowers, and this is our brand new online exclusive coming out July 1st called Charming Day. And it is so incredible. With my card club, you're going to get the designer paper, you're going to get the gems, and you get the, what else is it that comes with it? There's going to be a ribbon of some sort too. So you get, it's $41 to go ahead and join, and then it includes shipping. You love number 1. So fun, Cassie. And then it includes shipping to your home, and you get all the elements to create all the cards. So you get 2 of each of the 4 cards. Can you believe it's not a flower? I know, right? Isn't that funny? So here we go. I hope that you all have enjoyed this live, and I hope to see you back next Sunday. And remember, you can get this card class for free with your $60 order this week. Now, I will tell you, I am getting ready to mail out the last 2 weeks of card class that is free. So if you've placed orders with me last week and the week before, just coming back and still getting caught up from vacation, you are going to be having your card kits sent out to you here very shortly. So thank you again for joining. Thank you for sharing me to your friends and family. Thank you for trusting me, and hope you all have an amazing